Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and this week we're meeting the St Bernard.
This week we are meeting the ultimate alpine rescuer and hero, famous for saving thousands of weary travellers from the treacherous weather conditions in the Great St Bernard Pass. He's calm, kind and absolutely huge, with a thick coat which kept travellers warm while help was being found. Meet our ultimate snow hero, the St Bernard. Famous for carrying a small brandy barrel underneath their chin, the St Bernard is a breed of very large working dog from the Western Alps in Italy and Switzerland. They were originally bred for rescue by the Hospice of the Great St Bernard Pass on the Italian-Swiss border. The hospice, built by and named after Italian monk Bernard of Menthon, acquired its first dogs between 1660 and 1670. The breed has become famous through tales of alpine rescues, as well as for its enormous size, keeping freezing travellers safe by surrounding them with their warm fur and skin, while other dogs returned to get help. The classic St Bernard looked very different from the St Bernard of today. Severe winters from 1816 to 1818 led to increased numbers of avalanches, killing many of the dogs used for breeding while they were performing rescues. In an attempt to preserve the breed, the remaining St Bernards were crossed with Newfoundlands in the 1850s, and so lost much of their use as rescue dogs in the snowy climate of the Alps because the long fur they inherited would freeze and weigh them down. But nevertheless, the ancestors of these modern-day huge dogs have certainly been heroes to travellers in trouble for hundreds of years and deserve huge respect and thanks. So what are the modern-day St Bernards like as a pet inside the home? Are they happy, calm and great companions? Today I'm meeting Rhiannon of Tomorady Saints in Wales, a great fan of the St Bernard, what they stand for, their character, amazing history and presence.
Hello!
Hi, Anneka!
How are you? Look what we got here. We got some massive dogs. Got some big dogs. Wow!
We've got Fleur Bear and Clementine.
Fleur Bear and Clementine. Oh my goodness me. Big St Bernards. I'm getting all sorts of sniffs. Oh, hello, baby girl. She's got a giant head.
She has. She's recently weaned a litter of puppies, so she's not as filled out as she normally is, and she normally has a bit of a heavier coat.
So the males, compared to these females, are even bigger.
Bigger again, yeah.
Wow, absolutely giant dogs.
After meeting her beautiful dogs, we decided to pop outside to see how they enjoyed exercise and playing with her children. It was a rainy day, so we returned inside to sit down and chat St Bernards, their history and everything about character, physicality and care.
Let's talk about the reason why these dogs love to lie down with people, because there's a rich and wonderful history to this breed.
Indeed. They were bred by the monks up on the Great St Bernard Pass between Italy and Switzerland. So it's the Alpine Pass. Their original breed name is the Alpine Mastiff. Around 12 would go out at a time, looking for stranded travellers in the blizzards and the heavy snowstorms. 6 dogs would stay with the stranded traveller and use their body heat, much as they are now, to keep you warm and keep you alive until the other 6 could go back and retrieve the monks. So these dogs were basically lifesavers until the weather was sensible enough that the rescue party could come and find you. So they are designed to keep you alive, to keep you warm and to snuggle up with you. Beethoven was a major popular film back in the 90s.
And he was known for his slobber,
He was
wasn't
known
he?
for his slobber and
Flecking his
charging
spit
around and wrecking the place. Which, although everybody knows that about them, probably did the breed quite a lot of disservice, because they were thought of as being this big, clumsy, klutzy, crashing around breed, not a gentle giant as they really are.
No, they're not. They've been so careful walking around in this room.
These are Shire horses of the dog world. You know, they're slow and steady. You're not going to win agility competitions and obedience competitions with them. They very easily do sit, stay, heel, that type of thing with them.
These are massive dogs, and these are females.
She's normally around 76, 78, but she's just weaned a litter of puppies, so she's not in tip-top condition. Her younger sister, slightly smaller in the frame, is around 68 kilos.
These guys drool, right?
They do.
A lot of saliva.
If you're house proud, it's not the dog. I mean, not only is there slobber, but they are mud magnets. No matter what you do, they never look as white as you want them to. Her jaw finishes there, but if she turns her head to the side for me, you can see all this extra here.
Look at this.
Which is adding to this beautiful excess drool.
unreal.
Hence the need for a bib.
These are quite young dogs, aren't they? So how old are these two?
So Fleur is nearly 3 and Clementine is nearly 2.
And with a lot of other dogs, a 2-year-old would be a bit of a nutsoid puppy, but look how calm they are. I've met a few Mastiff breeds that are quite stubborn. That training needs to come in very early on.
The earlier you can get that in, lead work, practicing around your garden. When they are 8, 9, 10 kilos, you've got a chance of getting them to understand things.
Yes.
I have friends who have to sit on the floor now because they let the puppies sit on the sofa as youngsters and didn't put enough work in to stop them.
Oh no.
It was cute and lovely when they were tiny puppies. And now they're this size, they have a sofa each, and the owners of the house sit on beanbags.
What do the dogs do? They don't growl at them or anything.
They just don't move.
They're just so heavy. They're literally like, I can't get you
Yeah, it's
down.
dead weight.
Do they go off leash?
These guys tend to walk where you want to put your feet. They are so attached to you that you would think they were on a lead until someone kicks a football across the field. They don't want to play with the football, they would just like to see what's going on.
And they're very nice with other dogs?
Yeah, really friendly with other dogs. And also brilliant with cats, house rabbits. This protective, cuddling instinct seems to be universal. It's not just people.
So not a predatory streak
Not
in
at all.
there?
They're also fantastic with kids. By no means am I advocating children climbing over a dog, but they haven't got a problem with a child cuddled up against it or leaning up against it. They're very tolerant.
With some giant breeds come some health issues. So
Yeah.
what is the life expectancy of a dog like this?
These guys are 8 to 10 years.
What are the sort of general health issues that come with these guys?
They can have problems with hip dysplasia. Obviously that can be tested for, and you can choose lines that have been tested for that. Some lines seem to suffer from epilepsy, obviously not something that you want to be having, a dog this size.
No.
And cancers seem to be an issue. A number of the giant breeds do seem to be getting bone cancer. A lot of deep-chested breeds, not just the giants, but deep-chested breeds are prone to bloat.
It's important that people at home know how to deal with a dog that has the potential to have bloat. A lot of people have advised avoiding exercise before and after eating.
Exactly.
Because of the twisting of the gut.
I think the biggest thing with a giant breed dog that where bloat is prone is just to be vigilant. Don't feed the dog and go off to work. Make sure when you feed your dog that you can be around so that you can watch the dog, so that if something's going to go wrong, you know you're there, you can see the symptoms, which are pouring at their stomach, panting a lot, crying, spinning around. It's a stomach ache. The quicker you can get a dog showing symptoms of bloat to a vet, the higher the chances of the vet saving your dog.
What are these dogs like as guard dogs, as watch dogs?
The way these guys are going to be a guard dog is their sheer size. You try breaking through the door and this dog appears with that size head at you.
You're going to go,
You're
I don't
going to go,
think
I don't
so.
think that's a good idea. And the woof, even though it's a friendly woof, it's a low resonant sound. So if you're not a doggy person and you're not necessarily reading the tells, you would go, big scary dog. But no, you'll probably take you to the jewellery box and show you what Mummy's precious things are.
There you go. How much exercise would a dog like this need a day?
These dogs need very little exercise. These are brilliant for people who work from home. They like human company, they want to be with people. So you might have only 15, 20 minutes twice a day during the week. And they can handle that during the week. And maybe on the weekend, a longer walk where you've got the time.
Yeah, I'm experiencing firsthand what it would be like if I was stranded in the mountains. And I've got to say, I'm one of the coldest people that you'll ever meet. My heat will just disappear. So
there you go, you need a pack of Svenska.
Even walking around with two of these in England, in the rain and the cold, I could just sit down and have them sit on me halfway through the walk and I'd be completely happy.
You need a cup of tea when you've got a scent.
Yes, I mean, and then a little toddy around the neck too.
Yeah, hot toddy instead of a brandy barrel.
Perfect dog for me. Keeps me warm, gives me alcohol. Love it.
My conclusion to this breed was that they were kind and gentle with kids and family members, so would be a trusted pet in the house. A little wary on first meeting strangers, but warm to me fast. A beautiful dog that doesn't need a lot of exercise. Do be aware that not all of these dogs can live a long life, so this can sometimes be the sacrifice to keeping one of these gigantic companions. But one thing is for sure, they have a rich and noble history and will go down as one of the most courageous and amazing dogs to have helped travellers out when death would have been the only other option.
If people would like to find out more about your St Bernards, what's your website?
It's www.tomoradykennels.co.uk.
And if you can get hold of Rhiannon and you can ask her any questions, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you, because what we want to make sure is that you always get the right person for the right dog. There's so many different breeds of dogs out there, and just because you like it doesn't mean that dog is right for you. So the important thing about Animal Watch and talking to you today is to make sure that you know enough about that dog that when you get a dog, you're not going to abandon it, or it's going to turn out to be something that you didn't expect, which of course is a very important thing. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and tune in every week where I'll be bringing you some more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue and conservation. Bye for now.
Bye.
I'll just have a little sleep now.